Hello everyone, my name is Serge and I'm going to be doing the Trackman Combine today. Here I'm just showing you the clubs that I'm using. I'm using Titleist T200s and an older TSI 2 driver 9 degrees with a stiff shaft. So here we go. First shot, the way this works if you haven't done it before is if it's calling for a 60-yard shot, as you can see right in the middle there, it means you need to carry it 60 yards as dead center as you can at the flag or the imaginary pin that's out there. So rollout doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that you carry it dead straight at the yardage it's calling for, which is now 70 yards. So you're going to take 3 shots at each yardage. So we've already done 60 yards. We're up to 70 now, and here I'm using a 54-degree Volkey wedge. I kind of have like a clock system, if you will. At 50 yards, I do 50% of the swing, or 9 o'clock. 60 yards, I'll do 10 o'clock. 70 yards, I'll do 11 o'clock. These are with open faces, and once I get to 80, I kind of close the face, and I'll do a 50% swing. Then at 90% or 90 yards, I'll do a closed face, like 10-30 swing, and then 100 yards I'll still use that 54-degree Volkey, and I will just do a full swing at it. So I would consider myself not a long hitter whatsoever. A little bit about me: I am 34 years old. I picked up golf during the pandemic in 2020. I've been playing for like 4 or 5 years now. I live in Toronto, Canada, so we don't have that long of a summer, but we do get enough time to get out early, like around May, and finish around October. I've never really taken any lessons. Everything is just pretty much self-taught. I can go into how I was able to learn the game, but essentially it's playing a lot, recording a lot of swing videos, evaluating, and practicing in my living room, taking a lot of swings, trying to ingrain new feels without beating balls, and just having belief that I'm doing the right thing. So we can get into that later, but yeah. 120 yards we missed, but I was using a pitching wedge. It's a 43-degree pitching wedge. It's a bit stronger lofted. Now at 140 yards, I usually use an 8-iron, but today I was kind of hitting it far, so I was using a 9-iron. At 160 yards, I am using a 7-iron. Typically goes 155 for me on course. But we're trying to get it there. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first 30 swings. You can see here there's 25 of 60. These are going to be all, you're going to see all the swings and all the scores, right? So if you look down the middle, you can see the score. I'm trying to aim for 80 and above. That just means how close you are to the pin. That's score. And I'm going to show you a drive here. Now this drive I actually hit pretty far. I don't actually hit it this far ever. My swing speed on course is about 98, 99 miles an hour. I can hit it like 103, but it's that point I'm just gambling. It's kind of one of my goals is apparently to be a scratch golfer, you do need to hit it 260 plus. And I firmly agree with that, only because if you're not hitting it that far, you're gonna have like 5 and 6 irons into par 4s, and those are just not fun. So here we're gonna go through all the shots again, but I'm gonna show you what 100 score swing looks like, and I'm just gonna speed this up. Oh, I think you know what's coming here. Another 100 swing score. I actually even recorded a score of 0 here, so that didn't help. Shot tracer here, everything is playing a draw. You know, it's so weird. I usually play a cut, and I love playing a cut. Everything's just drawing on me. Maybe Trackman is like a little draw bias, but there's my score, 77.7, which is a estimated handicap of 1. I don't know why it says 77.8 here. My true handicap is 5.4. This is my history. You can see I shoot like 9 or 10 over, and then I had some really low rounds, you know, in the 70s 4 times in a row. You can see here my worst shot is my 60-yard shot, and my drives, which is surprising. My 60-yard shot is pretty good, but my drives are not. And that checks out. My drive is not my strong suit. I don't hit it that far. It's somewhat accurate, but in order to be a scratch golfer, I do need to get those numbers up. I cannot have 5 and 6 irons into short par 4s or medium long par 4s. So if you want to see more of this kind of stuff and how I went from this terrible swing 4 years ago to now a somewhat efficient swing, then subscribe and I'll be posting more videos like this.